Welcome to the Daily Reflection, episode 19. This week's theme is gratitude and growth, and today's quote is, "The more you know, the more you realize you don't know." Aristotle. Hi everyone, I'm Dana. Welcome to the Daily Reflection, your 5-minute boost of inspiration to start the day with purpose, positivity, and perspective. Thank you for being here. Hi, everyone. We've made it to the end of the work week, and that alone is worth celebrating. All week, we've been leaning into the theme of gratitude and growth, and today we're reflecting on one of the most important pieces of growth, learning. Our quote today is from Aristotle. It's one of those things that gets truer the longer you live. The more you know, the more you realize you don't know. It's a little humbling, isn't it? When we're younger or just starting something new, we often feel like we need to know everything in order to be qualified, to be confident, to be taken seriously. But that true wisdom doesn't come from having all the answers. It comes from knowing that you don't have all the answers and being okay with that. Learning is a lifelong process. It doesn't end with school or degrees or certifications, even though when we're younger, we feel like it does. It definitely doesn't mean having it all together. In fact, the people I respect the most are the ones who are still asking questions, still listening, and still growing. Let me ask you, what's something new you've learned recently? It could be something deep, like learning to set boundaries or speak more kindly to yourself. Or it could be something light, like a fun fact, a new recipe, a better way to fold fitted sheets. Does anybody even know how to fold those? I personally love watching random YouTube videos that teach me new things. I also love watching documentaries and then going straight to Google to dig a little deeper. Every week, I try to go to our local hangout spot to play trivia with my neighbors. And every week, I learn something new. It's so much fun testing our knowledge, stretching our brains a little bit, and working together as a team to solve trivia questions. It's also important to unlearn things too. Unlearning old mindsets, unlearning the belief that I have to earn rest, unlearning the idea that I need to prove my worth through productivity. Sometimes the biggest lessons aren't about adding more information. They're about clearing out the stuff that's been holding us back. Here's the good news. You're allowed to be a work in progress. We all are. Every human on the planet is a work in progress. You're allowed to try and fail and try again. You're allowed to change your mind when you get new information. That's what growth is. We don't have to be stuck in our little childhood selves with our limited knowledge. We can continue to grow and evolve for our whole lives, actually. We're never done. So today, I invite you to approach life with a learner's heart. Be curious, ask questions, be willing to say, "I don't know, but I'd love to learn." There's freedom in that. And there's also joy because every day becomes a new opportunity to discover something about the world, about others, and about yourself. As a teacher, students expect me to have all of the answers. But I think one of the most important things a school teacher can say to a child is, "I don't know the answer right now, but I'll find out." Or, "Let's find out together. Let's do some research and figure it out." Here's a challenge for today. Before the day is over, take note of one thing you've learned or unlearned. Say it out loud or write it down. And thank yourself for being open to new knowledge, open to new mindsets. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to keep growing. Thank you for spending a few minutes reflecting with me today. My hope is that you stay curious and become a lifelong learner. We're all doing better than we think. I hope you have enjoyed the Daily Reflection, your 5-minute boost of inspiration, reflection, and encouragement. Thank you for being here. We hope you tune in daily, share with a friend, subscribe, and let the words brighten your day.